F5, and this is well, round 9 here at Baku. So this has been one of the more chaotic circuits on the calendar, given its nature. And to take us all through, as all, I am once again joined by Evan. So how are you today?
I'm good. It's nice to be back once again. We're back for Azerbaijan, and today may be the day we see Namsko crowned as the PSGL F5 World Drivers' Champion. Currently a 12-point gap between him and QVR Cortez, but that could all change. Could be long, could be more, could be less. We'll find out at the end of this race in about an hour or so's time. As you said, a very hectic circuit this one is. Lots of incidents could be on their way, but it could also be a really clean race as well. It's a real surprise here in Baku, but we'll just have to wait and see what approaches us tonight. We can see lap starting. A couple of drivers opting for the mediums, that is Mode Stroll, that is Bryn also opting for the medium compound tyre. The two racing points looking as if they will be giving each other a slight bit of a slipstream tonight. Currently out on track in a formation, as we do have that extremely long straight, the longest straight in Formula 1 as of current times. Is that, of course, the
technicalities?
Well, you have a few kinks here and there, but it is, I think, if I am going technical, the longest flat zone, the longest foot to the floor zone, if you want to call it, in Formula 1 at the moment. First man, though, who will be starting his lap is going to be Mr. Gustavo Nezzi. He's going to run us through this one.
Well, so we're through the kinks, all flat though, as mentioned before, and gets on the DRS. Using DRS here is important to just have some decent speed. Onto the line is fairly close to the first corner. Braking for the first corner here. It's trying to get wide the exit, and nearly 90-degree corner. So that is two 90-degree corners in the space of just a few seconds. Now braking for turn 3 another 90 degrees. I'd say if you then turn left here, you'd probably get back to the start line. But we're almost the end of sector 1, and not a tidy lap so far. It's important to get the lap in around Baku. This one's very close. If you get one in, then you have something on the board. They're braking for turn 7 here. And then to the famous castle section, where we actually don't see that many pile-ups in F1. Yeah, I have seen some in F2 though. Now, so flat enough section with two left kinks before the downhill braking, where we saw a very scary moment for Gasly in 2018. Right, he was jumping over the curb. Into sector 2, 13.4 I believe. And now on the power. Which most important exit in this track, as it determines your whole sector 3. And now towards the line, 35, 36, 37.3.
37.3 for Gustavo Nezzi, and a beautifully commentated lap as always.
37.2
Banger to said, but is instantly beaten by Shizu Simon with a 37.2, and his teammate Bryn slots in on the mediums with a 38.5, VRT Santeri with a 37.3, Jules with a 37.8, and that is his teammate Tyscone with a 37.7. Very close at the top, about of a tenth of a second between the Frenchman and Gustavo Nezzi. Spaceships come 6th with a 38.2. The laps are flying in now as Ferrari crossing the line. JML dominated 7th, 38.3. Red Bull now, Valvaz, he's just coming, approaching the line. Will it be good enough for Paul? Won't quite. 38.2, still a very comfortable lap. The Haas of FRL1 and Mikalitzi's gone 8th with a 38.2. Where can Ron go? Holds it to the left hand wall, and is going to hook 4th position, nice and comfortably, 37.5 FOL wrong. Very tidy lap indeed, Martibus. Let's see where he can put his car. It is a 38.3. It's only 10th. He'll want to improve on that. Mr. Pop XL is thundering towards the line. As we see Namsco starting his flying lap. Mr. Pop XL, this lap doesn't look like it's going to be too competitive.
Bandini, 29.5.
Might be here actually. It's going to be P5. That is a 37.7 for Mr. Pop XL and Bandini, as you said. 14th with a 39.5. A second off Grin in 13th. Let's see how Nabsco's sectors are currently going. He's just about to cross the line between Sector 1 and Sector 2. What will the time be? It's going to be a 34.3, and that is purple, which is the more important thing. It is a purple Sector 1 for SHW Nabsco into the very tricky right-hander here, and then, as you said, the castle section. Ferrari with not too great a history into this corner. Thankfully for Nabsco, it's navigated quite well. Towards the double left-hander. Once again, two tricky corners. You can't get it wrong here. We've seen Grosjean get it wrong with a safety car. Over that curb, you do actually go airborne for a slight touch there, and it is quickest to jump over it. Through the final corner, we've seen Raikkonen lose a pole position from flooring it through there and losing the rear end to the left, to the right, and now he's bolting it towards the line, burning all the ERS, and DRS will be activated right about now. Let's see where this lap can put Namsco. Will it be top of the timing sheets? Will it be a good start to winning the championship? Yes, it will. 37.0. Really nice lap from SHW Namsco, and he has plotted himself firmly at the top of the timing charts. Bandini has crashed into the wall, I believe. Was it low fuel mode? I think it may be low fuel mode for the Dutchman.
Yeah, that's low fuel mode. You can see the red symbol. Just isn't exactly able to go flat out.
Yeah, that's it.
Even with the zeros on.
Reaching it back to the pit lane, and it looks like the two racing points in the first sector. Giving us a little bit of a show for the context. Bryn currently down in 14th, and his teammate Simon currently on the front row of the grid. Racing points, well, Force India, have a decent history around this circuit. 2 podiums for Checo Perez. Could be completely wrong saying that.
I believe he was the first man to actually get 2 podiums at this circuit until Hamza and Bottas in 2019.
I believe he was.
Yeah, I know for certain.
As I've no idea what the 2 racing points are doing. We'll ignore that. There is a lot of people currently on out laps, including them, of course. They will be getting going fairly shortly.
I just want to note something here. Cortez hit the wall there on his lap. It's not great, but this is going to be Bryn's last race on, in F5 this season. So then he needs to try and get many points so he can tonight as well in this last race.
Let's see what Bryn can do, of course, in his last race.
And Cortez 27.7 is not when he needs to stay in championship hunt.
Cortez with a poor lap there, 37.7. Well, it's a fast lap, but it's poor compared to the rest of them.
He did have damage when he did hit the wall, I know, but that was not when he needed either.
No, we're now going to see many more people start their laps. Simon, one of them, Gustavo Nezzi, is actually approaching the castle section. He's a bit down on his lap though, and he now gets the castle section. I think the trick with the castle section is it's a bit like Monaco. If you think about it, you're going to mess up and hit the wall.
And again, there's 2 times of not thinking, just confident not thinking, and then if you're just careless.
Well, yes, there is.
Yeah. Well, he's 2 times up now in his time.
He's still at purple sector 2. Gustavo Nezzi, this is what he needs if he does want to get a good result here in Azerbaijan. Oh, isn't the most crucial thing in the world, but it will help you, like every track.
I mean, it is the shortest run to turn 1 on the F1 calendar.
Here comes Gustavo Nessi. P2, 37-1. Gets closer to Namskull. Have to just wait and see what Simon can do. Next man to cross the line is... who is that actually? Can't really see the colour of the car. It's Mr. Pop XL. Starting qualifying run. The next man after that is QVR Cortez. Sorry, he's on an in-lap. Man after that is the Mercedes of F4 Bendini, also on an out-lap. Next man to actually set a timed run is Simon. He's 0.3 of a second up. He is currently flying.
That'll be into 36s, I believe, so... Let's see what he can do. 24,
Simon, 25. Can he get into the 36s?
37.2. What happened last sector? Must have been a terrible exit out of the
must have been a very bad exit. I was expecting him to shoot up the standings, but his teammate has, and his teammate slotted right behind him with a 37.2 as well. Very good form.
P5
Racing team. Taisku. Next man is Azzy across the line. As he's gone 7th behind the other Red Bull. That's a very, very fine run. As Nicolitz, no, not Nicolitz, apologies. Someone's just shot up the order a little bit. Didn't quite see who it was. I believe it was Matt Tebos.
Well, Ron has now. He's P5.
Ron has gone to P5. Santeri has just started his run. Santeri, of course, getting that win in Canada.
Didn't know the best races in last week in Japan. If he had been able to get points, because Namsko didn't race last week, and that was Santeri's chance, but it all went wrong.
Was his chance, as you said. Didn't deliver, and he's just hit the wall and lost his front wing.
Yep,
hasn't delivered on this lap either.
Oh,
and he's hit the
a second wall. Hasn't got any visible damage there, though.
No, I've seen his wing fly off on the first one. He's this isn't going to be too comfortable of a run for VRT Santeri. His first 2 races for the Vortex Racing team, both DNFs, not on good form. In terms of lead racing is Santeri. Let's hope he can pick it back up tonight.
He's invalid though, so I'll maybe trip back to the pitch most likely.
Namsko is almost 0.2 of a second up on his time as he thunders after the castle section through that double left-hander and has to try and maximise his speed over this curb on the left-hand side. Bumps over it and he just about controls the car over that Fanatec bridge. He's lost a bit of time in that second sector, but he's absolutely nailed that exit. Getting right on the limit is SHW Namsko through the right-hander, takes a bit of curve and sticks to the left-hand side, flicks it up to the right-hand side and back up to the left. That's the best way to take that straight. The SHW Fan Club is joining the channel. Hello and welcome.
And well,
will the SHW's top lap though. 36.8. Beautiful time in SHW Namsko, and that will almost guarantee him pole position because I can't really see anyone beating that today.
Maybe Simon if he can find some more improvement first 2 sectors and fix up the last one.
A man who does also need to improve as well is the man currently there in 11th place and on a little flying lap at his QVR Cortez, of course. If he goes 18 points behind Namsko, that's it. That is curtains. He's currently 12, so cannot afford to drop 6 points back. And of course, the PSGL point system is it's not the most straightforward thing in the world. We will be reminding you of that throughout the race, as he is less than half a tenth even up on this run as Cortez into this right-hander.
Not bad from Cortez this time round. If he can just avoid hitting the wall, he'll probably gain an M10-2. Not shoot himself up the standings a bit.
Would, as he's actually tapped that right-hand wall. He
that's not too bad this time. If it's almost 7 tenths up, that'll put him right up now.
Here comes QVR Cortez. As let's see, he's currently behind his teammate Spaghetti Chips, so he will want to improve. Here he comes, here's the Renault, second position. That is what he needed. 7/10 of improvement. Beautiful lap time.
He's not going to get back to the pits for another lap though, but I think he'll be happy enough with that.
I think he would be. That is a beautiful lap time for Fabio Cortez, and the man who we didn't focus on, Mr. Pop XL, has got in 3rd spot as well. Just a quick reminder of the PSGL point system. It is 16 for a win, 12 for 2nd, 10 for 3rd, 8 for 4th, 6 for 5th, 5 for 6th, 4 for 7th, 3 for 8th, 2 for 9th, and 1 for 10th position. So realistically, if Cortez didn't score points today, Namsco just needs to finish 5th or above. But Cortez, if he can keep this form up, will be challenging for that race win, hopefully. Today we could see a very nice championship fight between these two. Gustavo Nezzi's made a big mistake on his lap. I don't know if you are on board with him there.
I haven't.
He has made a big mistake. He's tapped that right hand wall. He's now down on this time. Will need to have a charge towards the line and see can he improve on this lap. Doesn't need to improve that much, just to bump up to 3rd position on the circuit. Number 88 Williams activates the DRS and hooks that right hand wall, flicks it over to the left. Where's he gonna go? Yes, he is. 37-0, and so close to Cortez. But Cortez just about hangs on in 3rd position, and the 2 racing points are both on another lap. Simon currently improving by 1/10 of a second. Bryn is currently do not know what he is improving by, but he has just had a snap of oversteer that might affect him, as there is some traffic just ahead of him on his lap. We'll see his sector split now, coming over the bump. Very smooth through there for Bryn, I must admit. Here's the sector split just up here. It is purple, actually, for Bryn. That's a 10th of a second improvement. He was very quick through that 3rd sector. Cortez has retired from the session, as you said. Here comes Bryn, reaching a maximum speed of that right-hander through almost 325 kilometers an hour. To get a bit of a distant toe off the car front. Here comes Bryn. It's going to be 3rd position.
Not bad.
What about his teammate, who's also coming behind him? His teammate's made a mistake.
Second sector. But
lost a lot of time in the 2nd sector. But what about this final sector, which he's been quick through all morning? 5th position, and I don't know why I said all morning. It's 8 PM in the evening. Tice goes in the Wall of the Castle section.
Oh dear.
Oh, we need to get out of there quickly. There is the Red Bull of Azzy just behind, and he has got out of there in time for Azzy, but I think Azzy was a little bit cautious through there, seeing those yellow flags. As you're meant to be, so obeying rules is Azzy. Now, if Tysko would like to pay Azzy back by giving a slipstream, no, he's just going to get in the way of the lap. Oh, not very good for Tysko, and that is Azzy's lap. Probably finished on any improvement. Still 2/10 up, actually, so still an improvement for Azzy.
I think that purple sector's a glitch.
Yeah, I think it is a glitch. There's no way Azzy set a purple sector will be improving by 2/10. Here comes Azzy, the 2nd Red Bull, charging towards the line. Both Red Bulls started off on fire in rain. Azzy hasn't been on the ball recently, but it's 7th spot, and that's an improvement on recent quality results. But here comes Naughty Santeri. Let's see what Santeri can set for this and nail this qualifying, that's for sure.
When Amsco was done, he didn't improve.
Santeri, can he jump up? No. Oh, yes, he can. Apologies. Look how close that is at the top of the standings. Santeri once again proving his class, and that is someone's just shot up the standings. That was Moldstroll, gone up to 9th. Performance for the Alfa Romeo. Still a lot of people to set laps though. Bandini won't be improving. Let's see. It won't be improving either, I don't think. No. He's improved by minimal. Yeah, it won't be improving much. It's invalid. Mr. Pop XL is currently down on his time. He's not. That is Simon off track, and that is qualifying. That is qualifying. In Baku, it will be Namsco on pole by a very close margin ahead of Santeri, and we really have close qualifyings here in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, exactly. So Centauri managed to find the pace at the end. Not quite enough to get ahead of Namsco, but it was enough for P2. And well, if the alternate slipstream will be able to get him into P1.
It's going to be a good race, that's for sure. Make sure to stick around and watch, because this one could be crucial for the championship. Cortez beats Namsco. Namsco is on pole, followed by Centauri, who's followed by Cortez, Bryn, Gustavo, Nezzi, Simon, Mr. Pop XL, Azzy, Modestroll, Ron, Dysco will start 11th, and probably start in the medium tyres, then followed by Jules, Dominator, Spaghetti Chips, Matty, Mikalitzi, and the man at the bottom of the standings only got a lap in on the mediums, 2.7 seconds off, is F.O. Bandini, will start from 17th on the grid.
Well, there we go.
And then, any early predictions for the race? Not just the winner, just predictions in total.
Well, the thing is, obviously, we probably won't see that much in terms of people being able to jump on the top line, because, well, it's a short run to turn 1, unlike the likes of Mexico, Spain, or that, which have an extremely long run down towards turn 1, which allows for slipstreaming and overtaking. But in the race with DRS trains, you'll probably see a lot of people just getting past and then being passed back. And once you get into the past lap 1 and 2, pretty much. So,
a problem that may occur here in Azerbaijan is collisions. They're quite common, that is for sure. As we will now see what strategy the drivers will be opting for as we start the formation lap here in Baku. Fun fact about Baku, half of it's in Asia, half of it's in Europe. Tysco on the hards, Jules on the hards, Dominators on the hards, Spaghetti Chips on the mediums, Matt T-Box on the mediums, Mikalitzi on the hards, and F.U. Bandini at the back of the grid will start on the hards. Of course, the top 10 have to start on the mediums. I don't know if you just caught Centauri's little drift through turn 2. But yeah, that was quite cool, indeed.
Yeah. So hard for everyone to the top 10 except for Chips and Matt T-Boss. Let's see. In terms of the championship, we just want to go through one or two permutations before this race begins. And Namsco is 12 points out of Cortez, and well, at the moment, I guess, with the point system, unless Cortez got fastest lap, he would be out of contention. Centauri could be out of contention as well, so this is what Namsco needs at the moment.
Namsco wins, he's confirmed the championship pretty much.
Yeah, unless there was an extremely unlikely circumstances that resulted in the person who was trying to battle him for the championship winning over maybe on count back or something like that, or just by a point.
Count back would go to Namsco, I believe, if they were tied on points in. Just say now, regardless of who wins this race, obviously.
Cortez has 2 wins. Namsco's only claimed 1 win, and that was at the first race of this season with that dive bomb.
Oh, that was a beautiful one. That was move of the season, I'd say. But that doesn't matter now, because we have 26 laps over the Baku City Street Circuit to look forward to here in PSGL F5. Gonna be an interesting one for sure. Make sure to stick around, because there is battle for the championship, battles on track, up and down our 17-man grid at this point in time. 2 McLarens standing 11th and 12th could be interesting. Only 2 teammates standing right beside each other. There was a Williams splitting Bryn and Simon. That has the win on Williams of Gustavo Nezzi. Well, here we go. F.U. Bandini will get us lined up for this Grand Prix. On the grid now, as you said, shortest run down to turn 1, well, a short one. Here come the red lights. Two, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Baku. We are racing in Azerbaijan. Poor reactions for Namsko. Santeri might be alongside up into turn 1. Cortez is also got a bad start. Brint in the back of Santeri into turn 1. Bit of contact, all safely through. As Simon's looking to get past Mr. Pop XL. Turn 2 now. Very tricky one. We've seen contact on the outside as Mr. Pop XL's trying to go around the outside of Simon. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle at the back of the grid between Spaghetti Chips and Jules. Oh, there's a McLaren on the wall. That's the McLaren and Jules at the back of the grid. Namsko leads into turn number 3 ahead of Santeri. Cortez, Bryn, Gustavo, Nessie, Simon, Azzy, Motorcycle, Ron, Tysco, Spaghetti Chips. Oh, Jules in the wall. There's been contact with the Ferrari Dominator, and he's been spun around by Michalizzi, I believe, in the back of the pack. Yellow flag in sector 1. We will stay on green running though. No safety cars, oh, virtual safety cars, and it looks like everything has stayed at the same at the top of the grid apart from Mr. Pop XL gaining that singular position at the front. And of course some contact behind Jules, really struggling because he's now on the hards. His race is technically over. He's just tapped the wall again. Yeah, he won't be getting a good result in this race unless we are riddled with safety cars and VSCs. Closest people. Oh, Bryn's in the wall! Bryn has clattered that wall and has possibly damaged the damaged the right hand car. He's really taken a big impact on the right hand side of that Racing Point front wing, and he's not going to be happy with that, as we can already see struggling through the right hander. He's going to have to do an absolute war fighter's job. A soldier, Evan, a soldier. As he's into the pits already. Wind is in. You don't want to damage on the way in. Jules is out of this session.
Oh, he's out.
He is out. He's actually crashed as that T-Bus going to get past General Dominator. That battle is only for P15. But we do have some graphic errors up at the top of the screen. It is saying we're on lap 3. We are not. We're on lap 2 here in Azerbaijan. Namsko leads from Santeri, and it is Cortez in 3rd spot, just behind.
Fixing itself now. Anyway.
It is fixing itself now, thankfully. As we will see, we can't see now, just waiting for the Dominator of Bryn, and we are back to the normal standings. As everyone has practically locked up going through that right hander. Apart from Spaghetti Chips, Jules has left the session, and rightfully so. He got spun around and really had no hope of getting back into this race.
All fixed now. I mean, look, Bryn's a long ways off now. He's only entering turn 7. Oh, that's
Cortez in the wall! Cortez in the wall. He's made the same mistake that Bryn did on the previous lap. That is a right front end plate gone on that Renault, and that may be any hope of keeping this engine alive. Very clearly washed away for Kiwi Cortez. He's going to have to try find a way back into this, as he will be pinning this lap, I imagine. For I wonder what tyre he's going to go on. Might be a set of hards, might be a set of mediums. Might go for a set of hards and then softs at the end. Of course, we will see some very early pit stops. Possibly around lap 5, as that is Michalizzi getting past Tysco for the lower end of the points. The last points paying position, actually. Michalizzi up into 10th spot now. Santeri and Namsko now bolting away from Gustavo Nessi. Mr. Pop XL looking to try get back past Gustavo Nessi.
So Nessie, we need to hope and try keep this podium. That's something notable in this season so far, but this would be a good result for him, to be fair.
Yeah, it was Mr. Pop XL P2 in that first race, looking to get past Gustavo Nessi.
Well, he did get a podium in Zandvoort, but that has been...
he did get a podium in Zandvoort, that is right.
But, and he scored in 2 of the races, but he has scored otherwise. So, the podium here would help this season look a lot better. Well, DRS only broken between Santieri and Namsco.
It is broken. It's 1.1 now is the gap between Namsco and
look how much Santieri burning to try to keep within it. It hasn't even worked, I believe.
So we are heading on to lap 4. We may start to see the soft runners pit fairly soon, because the tyres do wear very fast. Namsco's struggling with a bit of oversteer.
Oh, so many chips in the pits. But why?
Many chips making the earliest stop. Is this a front wing change for the Renault?
Must be.
It might be. That would be the second Renault front wing change of the evening. It is a front wing change. And he's gone on to a set of the hard compound tyres, as that is JML dominated. They did fall off the back of the pack. I believe they may have had to make a pit stop due to a crash of some sort. Possibly, maybe, as Gustavo Nesi is starting to struggle a bit. He is losing a lot of time to Santieri, and he is slowly falling into the grasp of Mr. Propulsion.
Yeah, slipstream will be important here, but everyone's saving the ERS because they don't want to be a sitting duck on the straights.
Stroll, someone we haven't spoken about too much. He is currently locked in behind Azzy. 3/10 of a second might look to make a move on this main straight, because of course all the cars just in a bit of a DRS train at the minute. No one really looking to make a move out of this conga line, we could call it. Well, yeah. Stroll short shifting on the straight, so he isn't looking to maximise his revs and make a move, but he is getting a lot in this slipstream. He will get the DRS button, of course. So we have someone into the pits. It is Simon. Making an early stop, going for the undercut. Might work here. Undercut isn't as powerful as a track like Monaco in this game, but it still can be a fairly decent one if you can pull it off. He will come out, as there is actually a battle now for P10. Benzini's gone really wide, now has to avoid the wall. It's just invites Matt Tebow's through, and Simon is going to have clean air now, a lot of it as well, to push for an undercut in this Grand Prix.
You know, see, the overcut can't work around here in real life, to be fair, as we saw with Ricardo and Verstappen a couple of laps before their crash.
Let's hope Santieri and Azzy don't do that here today.
Well,
or, for the sake of some people, if you don't like them, let's hope they do.
Yes, but that will differ depending on, well, who you are. So
Santieri is a very nice person. I have well, no, he's more slightly Twitter than spoken, but he's nice. Not that that has any relevancy to this Grand Prix, but it is random conversation, so we will keep that one up. He's back in DRS though, so he's found a way to get back in. No, he's made a big mistake, and that has commentated his curse at its finest. He's still in the DRS.
And if that cost him the championship or something like that, you probably will have to owe him something.
Probably wouldn't be a nice guy anymore. He does have the DRS. He's into the pits actually. He's Santieri making his, fully for him, one and only pit stop of this Grand Prix.
Verstappen in the pits too. And see if Azzy can do the Verstappen here in terms of overcut, not smashing the back into your teammate.
Yeah, I think an overcut would be what he wants, not to crash into his teammate. Obviously, Santieri has gotten out behind Gustavo, in front of Gustavo, sorry, and Simon has not got an overcut on them, an undercut, sorry, on them. Wasn't aiming for an undercut on them, he was aiming for an undercut for the cars just behind them. And he's actually lost time to Gustavo Messi. So maybe it didn't work out for him.
Let's see. Well, Simon Stavanese. Oh, Santeri is ahead of Stavanese as well. They pit in the same lap. Santeri may catch this train soon enough. It's 1.2 seconds.
Yes, Santeri needs to. Sorry, have I even said the right name there? That one's just completely puzzled me.
Oh.
Ramsco. Will he be pitting this lap?
Yeah, it looks like
certainly is. He's pulled to the left. Ramsco has. Needs to navigate the pit entrance well and not lose too much time. Mr. Pop XL. Oh, he's almost put in the pits. As he has navigated well, warning as well. Michalizzi is going to stay out. He is the first of the hard runners. Let's see what IR Santeri did. Did he manage to get the undercut?
Maybe.
It's going to be very close between the two. Here comes Santeri into turn one. Namsco just on the exit of the pits. There is Namsco. There's Santeri. Santeri's got the job done and takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The undercut is powerful in Azerbaijan, and it has worked for Simon, who's also jumped wrong.
Hang on.
There's a bit of a train as well forming at the front. This could really not be good for Santeri, or could be great for Santeri in terms of DRS actually. Stavanesi's right over like a Namsco, so them two really pulling off this undercut on Namsco, because Stavanesi did not get past them, but he certainly gained a lot of time.
Now he got DRS on him.
I don't think he will get past him, but
I see this would help the championship fight.
It would, because Kiwior Cortez currently down in 14th, although if things did stay in these positions, Namsco would not win the championship, but of course we still do have the top 5 all yet to pit. Namsco is realistically in P2, and that would win him the championship, as Cortez isn't even in the points.
No, Santeri's ahead of him. That would be enough. Santeri is only 14 points behind for this race.
So it would be Cortez out of the championship standings, out of the championship point, apologies. But it will be Santeri back into it. Stavanesi almost missing the brakes and slamming into the back of the Ferrari. That would be controversial if he did get taken out. It would be very controversial. As Stavanesi gaining a lot via DRS, slipstream, and the DRS button might look for a move into turn one quite possibly. Is he going to send it? Yes, he is. Oh, big dive, hit the wall, and he's spun round.
That was just not it. That was
an absolute disaster of an overtake from Gustavo Nessi. That did not end well.
No damage at least.
But it has pulled Namsco out of Santeri's DRS. But I think he may get back into it. It's put Mr. Pop XL onto the provisional podium. That couldn't have gone worse for Gustavo Nessi.
It just wasn't on. He went for, it was a half-hearted move, because he wasn't going to go, like he was gaining but didn't gain enough, but then went for it anyway, so it was just, it wasn't really going to work.
Namsco is almost back in DRS, he is back in DRS now, was in the middle of that sentence, so didn't affect him too much. He is now 9/10 of a second behind the Red Bull, but Santeri is almost up to the back of this train and getting DRS. He may get it on this lap actually.
He has it now
crucial
for sure.
In terms of this Grand Prix win. They are still only on lap 8 out of 26, so still a fair few to go before we reach the halfway point.
The stops. He's in the pits now, yeah.
Big stint on those songs.
Hang on, some more taking happening, could be a 3 wide. Nearly. That's what Michalizzi's trying to...
Oh, Michalizzi's put him in the wall. Michalizzi's put Tysco in the wall, and now he has no fun. And there's Mr. Pop XL. He's out of the Grand Prix. He's retired in the pits.
Why?
Why has he done that? Mr. Pop XL? I don't get that one, but he's retired in the pits for some reason. Santeri has gone away past Tysco, so there is now a car in between himself and Namsco.
And a car with damage, I'd say.
Santeri is going to look to find a way past FVR Bandini, hopefully a bit more successfully than Tysco did. He may try send one up the inside into this corner. We've seen many failed moves here over the years.
Decided not to find that one.
He's pulled off the accelerator. And he has...
He might work to his advantage though.
He will get DRS for sure.
Plus he might be able to take advantage of what goes ahead losing time when they get past.
Michelizzi's right in the back of Matt Tebow's here, so Michelizzi doing a great job as he has fed away past Tysco. Tysco really struggling with the wing damage. Michelizzi, of course, he hard, Matt Tebow's on the medium, so Michelizzi doing a very good job to keep with the Alfa Tauri here. Activates DRS. Is he going to have enough to possibly try and find a way past in the straight? This is 4. What is the race lead at the time? Neither have made a pit stop, so they won't keep this one, and they will not even keep the podium. But here comes Michelizzi, still going to go for the move, because this is a on-track battle. Down, flies straight past him, and that is a very easy move.
Simon's past Tysco now. Nice going to the pits.
Namsco way too far, as that is very slow on the exit for Michelizzi. What's happened there? Santeri has always hit Santeri! Michelizzi has hit VRT Santeri.
I think he's alright though.
Santeri got damage. He is okay. Well, pure stupidity for the Haas behind to hit him, and now Namsco's gone up his inside, but he hasn't pulled it off. Michelizzi's going to keep this position. Namsco's sending it round the outside. What a beautiful overtake for SHW Namsco to take what could be a championship winning manoeuvre on the what is technically a backmarker at this point in time. This is really letting Santeri pull a gap, because he did navigate the backmarkers with ease due to them getting front wing damage. Azzy, right in the back of this train as well, could challenge for a podium here. Sorry, he is on the provisional podium here. Well, could be a 1-3 for Red Bull. Yeah. And a street circuit, how ironic.
Well, as he was leading when he took pole and led every single lap with Japan right up until around lap 22 before losing the lead. So
Namsco has got past Bandini, but I don't think Namsco's going to get DRS here, sorry, because he's 1.8 seconds behind Santeri. Santeri is going to get past Matt Tebos. He's going to get DRS from Matt Tebos as well. So here he goes, flying past the AlphaTauri. Matt Tebos down into second. Namsco burned a good bit of his DRS.
Michelizzi is in the pits.
Michelizzi making a very early pit stop as Simon's trying to go round the outside of ADRT mode stroll. This is a battle for position. I mean, a position as in after pit stops. Neither of them are the backmarkers in this race. The only backmarker left in this front group. Sorry, there's two. There's Bandini off. He's made a mistake at turn 3 and he's into the runoff. We've seen Kvyat and Ricciardo have an instant here, and that is Bandini.
Well, at least there's nobody else for him to reverse into.
And as I was saying, 2 back markers in that front group, now down to 1, Tebos. Cortez is back into the points, which could pay. Oh, he's almost clipped the wall.
If P10 though, he'd be out of the championship hunt by now.
It's still some valuable points in terms of P2 if you do want to keep it.
Well, Santeri would take that one. But also, well,
Cortez,
who knows?
as of now, just received a 3-second time penalty.
So, some people on this pit entry, so there's a few rules about that one, so I'd be hoping nobody actually crossed the pit entry line or something like that. This would be a cool way if I ended up signing the championship.
Cortez has found a way past Ron. Oh, the only real on-track battle at the moment in time.
So Cortes a penalty though, his first penalty of the race.
Yeah, we've been surprisingly clean tonight.
There's no safety car at Japan, and there's been no safety car yet. Or even VSC. There's no VSC in Japan either, mind you. It's Tyson past Micheletti. So, well, we do have a battle here at the back. And I just want to see what happens with it.
Namskov isn't even gaining on Matt Tebos here. He's really, really struggling. Does the Ferrari have wing damage is what I want to know. He doesn't.
Well,
so,
not visible anyway.
I don't really know what is happening with Namskov. Matt Tebos, however, is now slowly falling into the grasp of the Ferrari who is burning the ZRS. Terry, they're doing a great job. We are not even halfway through this Grand Prix yet, though. Still a good bit to go around Azerbaijan as Namskov has made a mistake over that curve. Do be sure to stick around with us.
He was certainly winning the DRS thus, or maybe it's just over now. So that might lane no more vulnerable to Namskov.
Sorry, not Namskov. Matt Tebos is completely out of ERS. He's just getting 10% in the braking. Okay, Matt. Calm down, calm down. He was on 0 and he gains 10% every time he brakes, so that is a good job for Matt. But he is certainly burning that and will not gain enough back if he wants to keep Namskov behind, although Namskov is depleting his load very, very quickly.
In there.
Try to keep a straight face there, Matt.
Oh, Christ.
I'm sorry, people, I'm sorry. I did not intend that. Oh, anyways, as he is in 4th, which will become 3rd, let's quickly change the conversation to Alpha ACT. 1.5 seconds behind Namskov.
That's when Chips is battling Bandini. Oh, Bandini's off
Yellow
again.
flag! Oh, it's Bandini again. What's happened to him this time? He's really had a terrible race.
He was going okay until spins or more braking went wrong. A sprint past Simon.
Multi-21 at Racing Point as they both hit the wall! Trying very aggressive defending. One of the Racing Points has got damage. It is Simon who does bring up damage as well. I think he may. I think both Racing Points have messed that switcheroo completely up. They both have damage. So here comes Gustavo Nessi to try and make a move. If both Racing Points pile into the pits, this is going to be an utter disaster.
Well, Namskov past Tebos, by the way.
Tebos finally bring in
1 in, 2 in.
Oh, they're both in, and Racing Point have absolutely screwed this one up. They were in a great position.
Wait, Racing Points haven't hitting each other at Baku. Where? Well, Force India's. Where have we seen this one before?
It's as Tysko sets the fastest lap of gone. We have a lot of pitters. Sorry, that's just two Racing Points. Think we may see a retirement from Bandini? Yes, we will. He is our 3rd retirement of the Grand Prix. Squiddy Chips has gone for softs as well. He is well and truly done. That is for sure. As the gap now at front is 2 seconds, and Bryn's come out in 11th. Simon has come out just in front of Spaghetti Chips in 13th position, and that's not ended well for both Racing Points.
Yeah, Racing Points has 14 the act as a Baku. Sounds familiar.
One man that will benefit is Matt Tebos, because he won't lose as much positions when he pits.
No, it's going to work out perfectly for him nearly. I think he's going to try out the softs.
Not a bad call, actually, from Matt. Not a bad call.
The thing is, he's been able to keep himself out of that chaos.
Somehow. I don't know how, but he somehow has.
Yeah. Step 1 to avoid chaos, just not be around chaos.
To avoid chaos. Don't be near Bandini in Baku. Sorry, that was a bit mean. But
Oh well, don't be at a racing point, mind you.
Just don't be near anyone in Baku, actually, because it's Baku. Yeah. You may get passed by Azzy in this lap, though, as Azzy, of course, has made his pit stop.
Of course, you're then at DRS. Maybe if you can keep in second for at least the rest of the lap. Just the overspeed is with Azzy there, as he has moved on.
Azzy up onto the podium, of course, got pole in Japan, as we said earlier. Led a good chunk of the race. I've no idea where he finished, as I wasn't even there, but the most underrated man we've not spoken about today, Mo Stroll, up into 5th as Tysko, Dominator! Oh. Tysko sending one around the outside. As Pinchips is out, he's retired in the pits. That may be due to going for softs.
You said that, when talking about Mo Stroll earlier on, and you said that again, so I think you have been talking about him.
We have not really, though. He's in 5th position, doing a cracking job in the Alfa Romeo. Like, I don't even know who their main drivers are. That's how... I know one used to be Jesper, but he's not here anymore. I think Mo Stroll was the other one. He's now catching up to Matt T-Box, who surely his tyres must be absolutely crippled. He'll want to do a few more laps and make it to the softs, though. But he's definitely not having the most comfortable of times in that AlphaTauri, and I believe he may be into the box this lap. Mo Stroll taking a cheeky slipstream with him. So that is Matt into the pit lane. Is he going to try to do 10 laps on softs?
Well, fresh softs, maybe. Might be hanging on the end, but the early
The most
games.
I've ever seen is 7. And that was today as well by Mo Stroll. He has gone for softs, so...
Maybe a safety car might be able to help him out.
Best of luck, Matt. I hope you do succeed in this one, because it'll be good to see you get...
Tyson one up ahead of him. It's P7 for Matt. So a very good strategy there for him.
Yeah, just play the long game and hope for the best. Namsco is slowly creeping into the DRS in of Santeri. Real shame, as he isn't in a McLaren, we would have had a Red Bull 1 prior to a McLaren 3.
If you just put McLaren P3, it would reflect Monaco yesterday, but I think, hope Santeri would be fairly happy with this. It'd be 4 points gained on Namsco. So it
may not sound much, but that is 10? An 8-point gap heading into the season finale.
No, 10, I believe.
Oh yes, 12 points between Cortez and Namsco.
And would that be the difference? So 10 points would be P3. So Namsco would then just need to know that he needs to make sure that he can, to make things completely safety ends up pretty much in the points next week in Brazil.
Currently only 3 drivers out of the points. Brino is pushing to get back in. He is behind Michalizzi. In the Haas, he's going to get the job done on this lap. I believe he does the very fresh tyres and has very nice pace. His teammate Simon will be trying to do the same, but of course Simon was crippled by that double stack. And in this game, double stacks don't exist. You must wait a long time to get your pit stop. Bryn is back up into the points and will be on a charge. I believe he can get up to Matt T-Boss maybe, if he pushed it. It was a good pace for him.
Well, Dominator's been on so 12 lap, Simon's in, wanting to retire.
Yeah, I imagine there may be a retirement or a fastest lap attempt maybe. Do they get points for fastest lap outside top 10?
I'm not sure if they do, don't think so.
If they don't, it's a bit pointless, but maybe for pride, he might go for it.
Maybe have fun, just say we're able to set the fastest lap.
Maybe have a little bit of fun, maybe go for a little bit of a drift through the castle section, you know? No, don't do that, Simon, please. That will end up in the safety car and ruin the whole running of this race. Namsco goes in the DRS of Santeri, and the tables have turned, because Santeri now does have more DRS than Namsco does. Do look how both the
then
HMW boys, his name's ends in Skull.
Well, SHW, you mean?
Did I say HMW?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that East West team was dead. I meant SHW. ERS is on a very similar level for both of these. As you know, is going to drive these two start battling, get involved. Matt Tebow Smith, the fastest lap. He will get a point for that, of course.
Dominator's in the pits.
Dominator is in the pit lane. Matt Tebow will get a point for that if nobody can beat that in the top 10, which I don't think they will because he's the only one on softs. Everyone else is on old hards up at the front. Cortez back up to 6th now, so it's not going to be championship it's not going to be his championship hopes kept alive, but it will be some pride for managing to climb back up into 6th position after receiving damage on lap number 3.
Well, yeah. Now I'm just going to slip there with DRS there. Well, 1 second range for DRS. He's back in now. So you just want to make sure he gets it for the
Santeri's made a mistake through there. He's made a big mistake through there, and he's lost 0.2 of a second.
He's saved ERS though. He's now almost up to 50%.
Namsco isn't burning either, so I don't think there will be an overtake attempt. And crucially, for Namsco, Centauri, there's no back markers in front to supply DRS from. The closest man to him is Simon, who's a full sector ahead.
No.
Yes, up to 4th. But he's under pressure from Gustavo Nezzi.
However, the tyre difference might prove crucial at the end, because Marshall probably will still have a little bit of grip left.
Yeah, Gustavo Nezzi has did the second longest stint on those hards. The longest one belongs to Cortez, who will have to do over 20 laps on this set of hards if he does want to get it to the end. I do not know if they have the capability to do that, but sure we will find out, won't we? A puncture would be heartbreaking for him.
Yeah, I mean, a puncture would be very cruel, although I think you can avoid punctures here, to be fair. Unless you're Valtteri Bottas.
Unfortunate for Valtteri. He does not have any luck at the minute. Gustavo Nezzi is right behind him. Stroll though.
Then again, you can't get punctured if your tyre won't come off. That's fine.
But you can! You just won't be able to change it or fix it.
Alright, well, Simon's hit
almost really struggling now. Nezzi may be able to pounce on the main straight. He's braking so much later as well than Moldstraw. But Moldstraw's got a decent exit. I don't think it's going to be enough to hold on.
No,
but he does support ERS, so could burn a bit. But I think Savanesi will have the overspeed. He'll head to the left-hand side and get past the Alpha Romeo. The Alpha Romeo P5. That is P4 for Gustavo Nezzi now. He will he be able to challenge for the podium? I don't think so.
It's unlikely. A sprint so past tight scoop. So whatever you say it.
Tysco not fighting that one back. Fortunate for us, fortunate for Britain.
Yeah, fortunate for the whole grid. But
fortunate for Ferrari, whereas Namsco, Tysco has fired that one back. He's gone for it around the outside. He's going down the inside now. Here comes Tysco.
No. 90-degree spin there.
That's the third time today someone's did that trying to overtake. And he's did it twice himself.
Well, I think we should... we just have Dutch angle there. For the cameras, so... Let's see.
Namsco now 0.6 of a second behind. He is gaining on Centauri, and ERS is in Centauri's favour, however. But Namsco is burning a bit. because there's no point having loads if you're not even using it.
I think that when they both know what the plan is, try and use the ERS to either defend or get past on the last lap, or that when you know, there's no defense on the last lap, because well, it's the last lap. After that, you can't do much.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is F1 Window. A new segment, PSGL, as Cortez has Montreal in the pits. After 11 laps. Could have easily gone to the end. Cortez has did more laps than he has to do.
Wing change, got damage.
Wing change, got damage. Ron's gonna go for it on Tyson. Ron has really backed out from that one. He is our most mature driver of the day. If that was an award he could give. As he is almost on the back of this train. Could have 2 Red Bulls in the fight.
Yeah, and 2 Red Bulls might spell danger for Namsco. Although he'll have to try
as he can attack Namsco. As a Terry defend and then he'll just box him in. But as he needs to catch up quickly because Namsco is gaining on Centauri. Heading up to 22, at 26, let's see what Namsco can do. He try to find a way past the Red Bull up ahead. As he loses 2 tenths in the straight due to not having any DRS, he's gaining a lot and may have an attempt on this.
No, he wasn't. No, this is Sebastian Vettel, and ends up locking up the tyres.
Too far back, that's way too far back.
Oh. He has some sense, anyway.
As he just loses so much in the first and second sector because of no DRS. It is crazy. As Centauri, we've seen him defend races like this before. He is a cool, calm and collected guy. And he doesn't make too many mistakes when leading. We've seen him like this in Canada where he just bowled it away. And we now see him defending from the man who could become champion if he manages to take this race win.
As you know, he's close. Decides to pass Ron.
Decides to pass Ron now, 49.
The Dominator may be closing up soon enough. And Montreal too.
Centauri's hit the wall. Centauri has hit the wall, and there may be front wing damage for that Red Bull. We were talking about how he's a cool, calm, and collected guy. There is front wing damage on the right end plate. That could be it. That could be the championship, as he needs to catch up badly. As Centauri's really struggling through the right-hander. That is a common thing, because if I've ever seen one, this is Namsco's chance. He needs to find a way past on this lap. Which way is he gonna go? Gonna go to the right, gonna go to the left. He surely has it now on this occasion. And that is VRT Centauri out of the race lead on lap 23. And that may be the World Drivers' Championship for Namsco.
Is it on his hands now? Just doesn't need to bottle it now. And as he might touch an opportunity for a P2 here.
As he needs to catch up if he wants any sort of chance at anything in this race.
He's gaining though. He didn't get an attempt to do that. Most fastest lap, 39.1.
Montreal with the fastest lap. And this Centauri.
He's losing.
Centauri taking himself out of the championship fight and the fight for this race win.
And well, nobody else is close enough to stay in the fight here.
This is the championship if it stays like this.
Oh, Dominator's Montreal. A bit aggressive down there. Montreal's he's ended up tapping the wall because of Dominator squeezing him. No damage though, but very aggressive. Santeri's only DRS.
Stays like this. Is this the championship?
Yep. Finito. It is done.
Hamstone. Now, 3 laps away from a championship. Yellow flag in sector 2. It is Molstrom, who has retired from the session and is out of this one. That leaves us with 12 finishes around Azerbaijan. We have not had a virtual safety or a safety car around back. It is brilliant. But Azzy maybe makes his teammate today even worse, as he is catching VRT Santiago.
Sprint past Cortez. That is not for Cortez at all.
Bryn now may try. Matt Tebus looks to really be struggling on those softs now. He still has to do another 3 laps on them. It's not going to be easy for him, that is for sure.
So, however, Cortez with the penalty, that means well, he won't lose P6 anyway.
Yeah, at least a top 6 finish would be brilliant for Matt Tebus, as I believe Azzy may be easily getting past on this next straight because Santeri has lost so much time. Santeri has made another mistake into that same corner.
He just does not have to turn in for that corner there, and as he's going to get on them and past in this straight.
Azzy, I don't think may get past him. Oh yeah, no, he does have the overspeed. I think Santeri may be boxing. No, Santeri's weaving, and that is Azzy up onto the podium. Sorry, up onto P2. That is Santeri in P3, and they might not keep this podium. .7 is the gap now between Namsko and Azzy. There's no way that is being closed down. Azzy, good, great drive today. Driver of the day worthy, I believe.
Yeah, what position did he start?
I can't check now. He started from
P8, I believe.
He did start from P8, I believe.
So, that is... in the
Very
P8 P2 backer, when it does seem interior easy enough, it is very difficult because, well, battling around here is very hard because the walls are close and, well, so you miss a big point, you're probably punted into Narnia. So, Ron and Taisu, they were battling again. Taisu is ahead for now.
Tebo's somehow holding on here. Doing a great job. He's been moving chicane, that is for sure, but he's doing a pretty good job of it. So fair play to Matt as Namsko is about to start his final lap as an uncrowned champion. If he can navigate this unsuccessfully, he will be taking the PSGL F5 title. Through turn 1, as Michalizzi's found away. Oh, Cortez is off. Oh, he's off, and he's just turned into the wall. He's had enough.
That's giving Dominator points.
That does give Dominator points, you are right. Here comes Bryn. Can Matt Tebos just hold on for one more lap? He might actually. Bryn can't find a way past Matt, and one more straight to go.
No, 2. There's the, well, the main straight at the end of this lap. This rounds past Tyson.
Matt's got a great exit. Matt has got a brilliant exit. May struggle to find a way past here. He's not going to be able to do it in this corner, that's for sure. Oh, he's almost at the back of him. Braking so late. Britain, he may dive it into here. No, can't quite do it there. Taisku has found a way past Ron for 8th position. What about Bryn though? Could he do it up here if he gets a good exit? That was a lot of ERS to burn. But so does Matt. the final lap, there will be a bit of a showdown. That's for sure. But we do need to talk. He is in the end of the second sector.
Oh,
this will be only his second when he's celebrating early. But what a dominant performance today. Luck may have been a factor. Namsco though, weaving in celebration and rightly so.
Watch. Actually, it's going to be close. No, that's big close.
Namsco is your PSGL F5 World Drivers Champion as he takes second in the race, but Namsco is the man of the hour and has taken the PSGL F5 World Drivers Champion. Centauri third, Gustavo fourth, but here comes Bryn. It's going to be a photo finish across the line for B5. Matt Tebo's he may do this one. Oh, this is going to be very close.
And the
get a 3 wide. Oh, Matt has just lost it on the line. Just about lost it. What a comeback drive for Bryn. Michalizzi 7th.
His own foot finish here.
Oh, Ron's just missed it. Oh, just missed it. The nominator will get points ahead of Simon. Oh, just about missed it. But that is Namsco. He's your champion of the world.
I don't know if Namsco will join this because of...
yeah, he normally doesn't. We normally don't get anyone joining.
Yeah. I'll add them anyway and just see if...
Michalizzi is the driver of the day, according to the game. They don't do driver of the day PSGL for this tier anyway, so...
Oh well, we can have our own opinions.
There is Namsco on the podium as a driver's champion. What a brilliant result for him. He's taken the championship with one race to go. Well done, Namsco. It is very well deserved.
He's had the most consistency, that is for sure.
He definitely has.
Also, yeah, well, a winning by random, 3 P2s, well, 1 DNF. I mean, what's got your results?
Namsco P1, Azzy P2, Centauri P3 after a very unlucky race with that crash. Gustavo Nesi 4th, Bryn 5th, Matt Tebow 6th, Michalizzi 7th, Tysco 8th, Ron 9th, Dominator 10th, Simon 11th, and the non-finishers, Kivio Cortez in 12th, Mojdrol 13th, Spaghetti Chips 14th, Bandini 15th, Mr. Pop XL 16th, and VE or Jules finishes little P17 and last. There is lots of Namsco comments saying Namsco is a proud man at this moment in time. Drove a great race.
Yeah, well, he was on pole, ended up winning, even if it was the Centauri managed to undercut him.
Very good undercut, as Centauri was just extremely lucky to crash that time.
So, just see quickly if they can do interviews, maybe just for 1 or 2 minutes.
As I've no idea who is leading the Constructors' Championship, I will check that now. I don't think that one's wrapped up because Red Bull did have a very good race today.
Well, it was 20
I can
points
check for you now, it was Ferrari leading by 20 points, so that's definitely not over because Azzy and Centauri, a great drive today.
So 1-3, that'd be 16 total, 28 points, but, oh no, what's the 1-3, it was a 2-3, so it was 12 and 10, 22 points, but Namsco took the win, so that would have made a lot of the points gained by Red Bull.
As he has said, he can't join interviews. I don't think we're getting anyone.
Yeah, we might present it here.
Yeah.
So, thank you all everyone for watching. We've had a champion crowned, but be sure to tune in next week for F5's finale at Brazil. We mightn't get any is that luck moment, but we should still get some good racing. So, thank you for watching, and see you